Hello and welcome to another show and tell. Um, this time it's about a game that have had for about a year, but I haven't gotten around to show it. But getting busy doing I don't know, quarantine stuff around the house, I found it and I said, hey, this should be a good idea to show it. This is a game that I've had since last year in, I believe, the summer, brought back from Paris by a dear friend. Um, Thank you, by the way. You know who you are. So it was kind of a sort of a souvenir. It, I didn't know much about the period. I've read save some information about the battles of Turenne, which was one of the great uh, captains of France in the 17th century. I honestly didn't know about the system or about the games, but he found this in a, I don't know, library or game shop, and I said, hey, buy it because I really like Vae Victis or Vae Victis games. I really like the magazine. I have a few of them. And I said, hey, what the hell? Um, so this is Avec Honneur Pannache with honor and panache, which is, I don't know, flair or something like that. Um, Glamour, maybe. I know. The system is avec infini regret, with infinite regret, and it has the added bonus that it has the rules in English. This is the first volume, Turenne, and it has two battles, but the Battle of Rethel, 1650, and the Battle of the Dunes, Les Dunes, 1658. It comes in this folder, nice cardboard folder, very good looking. In the in the style of decision game folders, but let's face it, with uh, really good and better than the decision games artwork. So it's very nice. Uh, it's a jeu d'histoire, war game pour deux joueurs, for two players. So this it's and on the back of the folder you have the historical synopsis of the battles, the Battle of 1650 and the Dunes 1658. So both are led by Turenne, but in the first battle he's part of the Fronde, which is a sort of a nobility faction in the uh, French Civil War, opposed to the king. And then in the Battle of the Dunes, he's in the French king. Louis XIV is faction, so he does that for more than 20 years. So yeah, this is the cover. Then we have the rule book, which is very nice, good it has a good quality paper and printing. A little glossy, but not excessively glossy. Full color, very nice. The rules are about 12 pages. Well, they are 12 pages, but 2.5, I believe, pages are occupied by the order of battles and the special rules, the scenarios. 3 pages actually of the 2 battles, the setup and the special rules for each battle. The whole rulebook is 24 pages, but from the middle to the end it has the English rules, which is very nice. So this is a game published in let me bring that up, 2018. So it has already 2 years. Then we have, before we go to the counters, we have colorful and very glossy card stock sort of player aid in English and of course in French on the other side. So we have the interactions, change of orders, melee results table, reactivation, preemption, interception, artillery fire table, and the orders. So this is the player aid. And then we have well, maybe I'll leave the map last, because I have to put it over the counters. I don't have much space here. So we have a bunch of counters. We have some sort of cheats and assorted markers here. You have these are the double-sided. So we have sans réactivation, without reactivation, and on attente in waiting. So I put them so as one can see both sides. We have charge and rally, then rally and march, then the turn marker. Then we have charge, then charge and intercept. Defensive fire and offensive fire for the artillery, I presume, and then something like a route, and something with A and B, I don't know. It shows some modifiers there for movement, fire, and morale, and the whole other bunch here. Then we have the units, which are really a thing of beauty. We have 2 counters for Turenne. This is the counter for when he's on the French side. Well, of course, in the first battle they're all French, but this is the French royalist side. You see the fleur de lis there and a lily. And then we have a counter for Turenne for the first battle in 1650. He hasn't really aged that much in 8 years. I'm kidding. Really, the artwork is very, very nice, and I love that intent to create as much variety in the artwork for the various units as possible. So we have a few units that share the same artwork, because I don't know, they share the same, they're part of the same unit or something like that historically. But we see here lots and lots of differences. We have the cavalry here, well, the chevaux légers, light cavalry. Then we have infantry, different type of infantry unit, and then we have the musketeers with M. But of course, musketeers are in the infantry units as well, because we have pikes and muskets in various percentages. But we have independent musketeer units and some of them are enfants perdus, like enfants perdus, the lost children. So these are the, and then we have uh, the Croatians. We introduced the necktie, by the way, a la cravat, Hrvatska, a la cravat. So, and then the artillery, artillery units, musket. And I believe the rules specify something like foot dragoons, which I believe, which was peculiar to me because I thought that yes, dragon à pied, foot dragoons. I really thought that dragoons were mounted infantry, so dragon à cheval. Et arquebusiers, dragons à cheval et croates. So arquebusiers, or people who shoot arquebuses, mounted the dragoons, or dragoons as it were, and the Croatians. So these are the royalist forces, the French royalist forces for the two battles. One facing the front and the other facing the Spanish. Then we have the front and the Spanish units for the two battles. So we have, like I said, Turenne, but then we have over here. Hope it will focus. We have John of Austria, Jean d'Autriche, I believe. I don't know. So the Spanish leader, and then we have Condé, which is the leader, the other leader, the main leader for the La Fronde, the first battle, where there are no Spanish. So they are mixed here, the two opponents of the French royalists. The same very nice artwork, different artwork for different units. Even if they share the same value, like you see here on the right or on the left, 5, 7, 4, they're all infantry, but being that they are from different parts, commanded by different people, maybe, or stuff like that, they have different artwork. So this is a nice touch for this game, and I really like Vae Victis games like that. So this is, and then we have a bunch of other, which other counters, which I didn't lay out really nicely because, well, you get the picture from this one. A bunch of cavalry here, and a bunch of infantry there. So these are the counters, and then we have the map, which is double-sided. This is the map for Rethel 1650, the road to Reims, which has different elevation numbers, from 0 to 7. So we have some from flat plains to higher hills. Roads, a nice well, I have a lapsus. Rosa Ventura. So you can see where the north is, and the number of turns. Some non-effect terrain chart, and then we have, of course, the dunes, Les Dunes 1658, the 10 track. It says water guns. Then we have the terrain chart. We have the sea over here. We have a plage on the beach. Then we have sable sec, dry sand over here. We have dunes over here, over there, and over there. We have water guns and the canal, which is over here. So this is about it, and a nice whatchamacallit there. I really have a lapsus here, but I'll put it in the as an overlay, as a text message on the video. So, Avec Honneur Pannache in the Avec Infini Regret system, two battles of Turenne by Vae Victis. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.